Good night. I have do a live video in a while. A lot of my followers is saying, hey, you know, come and say something. We missing you. We want to hear you. I ain't come on to talk about nothing politically. I just come on to say hi, basically. Just to say hello. You know? And just to update you all that I'm fine, doing well. All is well with me. No issues, no problem. Yes, I am watching the entire scene. Everything happening in Trinidad and Tobago. Every single thing. And all the people who send me inbox what's going on and all these everything that happening. So remember I told you all I taking a break to do me. So I will resurface just in the right time for election, you know. So I just say I owe it to my supporters, followers, people who believe in my message and listen to what I have to share and put out there. Hello, you know, just to say hello. Sometimes one does have to find himself, and in finding yourself you just have to go to the depths to find yourself. You don't just find yourself by being rich or being poor or being... A lot of people associate finding themselves with poverty or wealth. You could choose to find yourself in a lot of different ways. And when I look and see what is happening out there, when I see the people who blogging now, I look at all the blogs. Trust me, I watch everything. I realize that this country is really truly not ready. We're still in the closet politically. We are politically in the closet. I look at this parade, you know, and I will mention about this parade where I see a lot of well, I don't want to use the word gay or homosexual, or I want to use the word indifferent, with different preferences. They came out, and what was funny, what I saw was people, a guy taping, and he showed everybody that you're supposed to think that gay. You could have seen everybody. They were open enough to be brave to say, you know what, I could finally belong and be part of something. There's a lot of people in this country that make decisions by putting the finger in ink, and they're still scared to politically speak out. So yeah, while I'm not condoning, and I'm being honest with you, I'm sorry, while I respect the LGBT community, while I will give them all the human rights that they deserve in the world, from a spiritual standpoint, I don't believe in Jesus Christ, but from a godly standpoint, my job is to give you the respect, because I have a lot of friends who is homosexuals or bisexuals or whatever they call it. But I wouldn't, personally speaking, if I have to lose who I am to stand for what I am, I rather stand for what I am. I wouldn't support certain decisions that community make. So what I'm really saying, I'm not talking about that, but I'm talking about political closet hiders. People will come and look at lives, look at posts, but they will have a fake profile to send memes and send what you call it, they're just so frustrated that they cannot come out and show their true colors. And if you are in a country that practice the belief of democracy and freedom and all these things, and you cannot say of your political preference, right? And it is more easier for you to go and parade throughout the street and show your sexual preference, then you are not truly sexually liberated, or you are not truly free. You are still living in bondage within your mind or mentally, that you cannot find your true self and true purpose. So I give respect to the LGBT community because they live in bondage so much. They reach a point where they say, you know something, I no longer going to live in this bondage. This is who I am, and take it or leave it. Trinidadian who supporting the UNC and know that the UNC is doing wrong, know that the UNC is not best for this country, come out of the closet. Trinidadian who supporting PNM and know that PNM is not good for this country, because I have lived through a lot of recessions and never see one like this. Come out of the closet. Trinidadian who want to support other parties because they're upset with the UNC and the PNM, stop being upset with the UNC and the PNM and come out here and tell them that we no longer going to accept the decisions you make and the things you do. Stop hiding behind a veil and show your true colors. So do not misinterpret or misconstrue my words when I say I give them respect for support. Alright? I will always stand firm on what I believe in. I believe that I have a preference to be straight, and this is my preference to be heterosexual. If you have a preference to be gay, that is your preference. I will not discriminate or pull you down, but you cannot make me part of it and cannot make me accept it. And I believe every Trinidadian should stand up and speak out against their political preference without fear. Right? And you must not fear anyone. If you cannot defend yourself to make you better, then what are you leaving for your kids or your children? What are you leaving for people to come behind you? What are you leaving? Right? So I'll be back soon. I will be running for the next election. Yes, I will be. Maybe 3 areas, and I haven't gone anywhere. I am observing and watching every single thing. I am up to date with what's happening in the country. I know where all the bodies was found and everything. But not because I'm silent, it means that I'm not paying attention. You know, there's this song on the radio, and I believe in that song right now. It says, sometimes the best way to say something is to say nothing at all. Right? So, we are still a shy society, and we are on the virgin point of cracking as a society. We reach a point now where I don't think the PNM or the UNC see this or understand this. Society reach a point now where we are at the cracking. And when I say cracking, we reach a point where you're going to the bank and a guy mash your foot, it will result into debt. You have to turn around and bow and say, hey, I apologize, I'm sorry. We reach a point where we are cracking. And what I have an issue with is when people sit down and say nothing and they internalize this anger, internalize this oppression, internalize this suffering, internalize the stress that they're under. They take it out on their family, they have broken homes, they have so much of things that create problems, so they're not speaking out. They are under financial bind and pressure, and they keep it inside, so they lashed out. And we have a spike in crime because people lashed out. We classify manslaughter, homicide, murder, road rage. We classify everything in crime because we are so uneducated as a society that we put all crime in one. So what has to happen? We need to vent. And by not venting, by not saying what's on your mind, how the government will know? Look, 300,000 people just went on Facebook and say, we had enough. We need to do something. So your silence is an indication that all is well. All is not well in this country. All is not well in Trinidad right now. So I'm watching and I'm seeing everything and I'm thinking, but you all cannot put it on me that you all want only one man to stand up and say things or preach things or go out there and be that one man. Because come election, if I throw out a party 90% of you all who have a problem with the PNM, not voting for me. And 90% of you all who have a problem with the UNC, not voting for me. So I'm not an ass that will go out there and bash the PNM and bash the UNC and still end up in square one day after. You all have to also now do your part. And your part is not by, I just watching our no fake profile and I go, no. So I have had enough of the deceit, enough of the treacherousness, enough of the fake watchers, enough of the people saying, yes, I'm rooting for you. But a guy will go on his post and put up a video and he get 855 viewers, 1,500 shares, and all he doing is cussing. A woman will go and talk about what mistake she make and this and that, and yet still you all miss the true point of a cyber revolution. So why should I waste my time to educate people who truly, it is better to leave you uneducated? Think about what I'm saying here carefully. Why waste my time to come here and educate people who prefer to be uneducated? So I haven't gone anywhere. I'm just looking on and watching and realizing that it will take us another 20 years to stop voting for ethnic background. Right? I've seen copycats come and try to copy me. I've seen, you name it. So I'm still looking on, I'm still watching, and I'm here. But truth be told, I have lost the drive to bring you into the light. And because a lot of things is happening that you all are not seeing, you know. So many things is going on right now you all are not seeing. And it is better, you know, a guy from the lodge told me one day, he said the Masonic Lodge at Trinidad and Tobago have a big concern with you, you know. So I asked him, I said, what's that? He said, you're educating a bunch of ignorant people too fast. And that could be catastrophic for Trinidad and Tobago. And he was not lying. You're educating ignorant people too fast. And it will take one a little reality shock to see things and understand things and realize that, you know, facts is facts. We are politically, we are a society where 85% of us is politically in the closet. Now you're going to hear a lot of big Mr. this and Mr. that, and overnight this blogger and all everybody going to start using the term or find a term around it. But here is where they learn to talk to you all. Come out of the closet politically and speak out against the people who have this country in this position, the PNM and the UNC, and stop living in a lie. Demand justice and stop demanding a color, right? Stop demanding ethnic background, right? So you all have a good night. I do not practice while I'm speaking to people to read posts. I see somebody trying to ask me something and respond. I think it's a waste of time. I will do a post based on a question, but I will not be reading posts and wasting time. Not everybody want to sit down and hear me talk for 15 minutes non-stop, long time. A blog should be no more than 6 to 7 minutes to get your point across. All right, so forgive me if I don't read and respond to you all at the same time. You all have a good night.